Hello everyone, NETFQ here again, with you with another Rorqual mining video. And as you can see, let me just close down some of these windows. So currently on a Colossal Asteroid Belt with a couple of Alliance members, and we're just out here mining away. One of the things I just wanted to touch on is the latest news from CCP and how they're going to make it more difficult for Rorqual pilots to make a living. As I mentioned before in previous videos, this Rorqual fit that I've got here is worth about 9 billion ISK, 10 billion ISK. It is quite expensive. It does have the all the fancy mods, the Conrad capital shield booster, some capital capacitor boosters, some Dead Space X-type shield booster amplifiers, and the high slot as well. It's just it's a very tanky ship, but unfortunately it's going to be harder to mine. One of the things that CCP have decided to do is, if I show you, so this here is what CCP are intending to do. So as you can see, first of all, they're going to add cooldown, spawn cooldowns. So the Colossal that I'm currently mining at is going to take 5 hours. 5 hours to respawn. Now I can understand what CCP are trying to do here. They're trying to make it so there are no safe havens for Rorquals. That is going to have to it's going to cause Rorqual pilots to spread out into other systems, which just makes it a bit more harder for these the Alliance or Corporation to defend. But yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, if you've got a couple of sisters that you get up to Indy level 5, and you put your forget what they're called, your the modules in there that keep them up, so you get all the good loot, the good ore. I forget what it's called. Completely slipped my mind. But you put up there, you put that in a couple of systems, and that's all fine and good. But for a fleet of Rorquals, so for the fleet that we've got here, it's going to take us probably no more than than probably 2 hours to clear this belt. So you're going to be 2 hours, and then you're going to have a 5-hour downtime, and then 2 hours again. So if we've got 2 or 3 systems that that we've got, and we've got them up to industry index 5, then there's going to be a lot of time that we're going to be sitting around doing nothing. So that's just the way it is, I guess. It's not so good. The other thing that I want to point out is this down here, how they're going to nerf the Excavator drones. So it's saying that about 9% less yield for Excavator drones. Now that's not, that's okay. I mean, I can live with that. That's not going to be that bad. Because if you have a look here for these Excavator drones, and I go into show info, oh, not target, show info, you can see how that 2049, so 2041 I should say. So if you work that out, and you just worked out 2049 2000, oh sorry, 2041 I should say, minus 9%. Right, so you're still going to mine 1857, so it's not that bad. You know, I can live with that. And I can also live with the fact that what they are planning to do is also going to make the excavator drones 12.5% slower. Yeah, 12.5% slower. So we have a look here. Their velocity is 343. Right, so if we do that, 343.2 minus 12, sorry, was it 12% or 12.5%? It says, yeah, 12.5%. So 12.5%. Right, percent. Okay, so that's, you're losing 42.9 meters a second. So that's going to put them down to 300 meters a second. Which, no, what am I doing? Sorry. 343.2 minus 12.5%. Yeah, which is 42.9 equals that. So, yeah, so 12.9% is, sorry, 12.5% is going to put you down to 300.3 meters a second. So you're only missing out about 42 meters a second. Not great, but yeah, you wouldn't want these to be too far away from you when newts came into system. Definitely not. What else is he saying? He's also saying that there's going to be a 11% longer cycle. Right, so that's another biggie. Sorry, 11% longer cycle time for the ice drones. Well, that's fine. I'm doing ore drones, so that's fine. And 10% lower speed for ice, so that's fine. So it's really only these. So the speed, sure, you're only losing 42 meters a second. Not that bad. As long as you keep your drones close, you shouldn't have a problem. 9% less yield. Well, we saw that. It was basically, you're losing about, say, 100 M3, you know, per drone every 60 seconds. So that's, you know, it's sorry, not 100. It was probably, what was it? 200, around 200, just less than 200 M3 every 60 seconds. So not terribly bad. So, you know, these changes, sure, I can live with that. They're not exactly that great, but I can live with it. This, on the other hand, I think is a major issue. You know, people are going to say, well, sure, if the Colossal goes, then just move on to the Enormous. The trouble is the Enormous isn't that big, and for the Rorquals to clean that out, it's going to take probably less than an hour. And this one, same thing. I mean, all of these, you wouldn't put a Rorqual in a small, it's just not worth it. But these ones, yeah, these ones will be blitzed with Rorquals. This one, as I said, probably takes just under 2 hours to clear with a fleet of Rorquals. But yeah, that's going to be a problem, especially if you're a casual player like me and only go mining once you're, you know, come home from work. It is going to make it difficult to find time that a Colossal is going to be active and you know, up and running. But again, you know, the Alliance does have plans to put up the ADMs in several systems to allow people to move around, but we'll have to see how it goes, because several systems with the Rorqual fleet that we've got, you know, there may not be that many opportunities to get on a Colossal that's just recently spawned, because I guarantee that there's going to be a lot of people just going to all the Colossals and just grabbing all the most expensive ore and just leaving all the rags behind, which isn't fair. But hey, that's just part of the game, I guess. So yeah, that's how it is. This is E for you. So yeah, you know, I don't want to put you off Rorqual mining. I still think it is definitely worth it. But as I said, you know, you're going to have to be patient when you want to you know, make back your money from doing these mining operations. Um, it is going to take a while. As I said, 9 billion, 10 billion investment, and with these nerfs that are coming up, and the lower yield, and the fact that yeah, because the colossal, you know, we get rid of this colossal in under 2 hours. Within 5 minutes, another colossal has spawned, and we can go straight back out mining again. So it is like a production line. And that's one good thing about it, is that you know that whenever you've got time to log on, you know, there's going to be a colossal belt close by that's not going, you know, that's always going to be there. You know, we're not going to have to wait 5 hours for it to respawn. So that's one of the fantastic things for a casual player like me, just to be able to have that there, you know, being able to mine when you feel like mining, rather than mine when there is a colossal that's just respawned. Because I guarantee every Tom, Dick and Harry, once a colossal's respawned after 5 hours, are just going to go straight there and milk it dry as quickly as possible. Which is unfortunate. But hey, if that's the game that CCP want to play, then us as humble players, I don't think we have a choice. You know, there's a lot of talk that it's going to affect the goon spawn, or, you know, goon federation massively, but I don't think so. I mean, their space is pretty big, and they've got a lot of systems that they can increase the ADMs in to spread themselves out. But you know, apparently it is packed. You know, they're quietly squeezed in the space that they've got, so maybe competition is going to go up. Which will slow down production. But you know, people are saying they've got trillions and trillions and trillions worth of ore just in storage. You know, so this isn't going to affect them or their production capacity of big capital ships. You know, it's not going to affect them at all. They're still going to be able to produce the capital ships that they're producing at the rate that they're producing them, just because of the amount of ore that they've got stored. It's just one of those things. So it's you know, it's not going to hurt them. Sure, there may be a bit of nitpicking and infighting in their ranks as people fight over the colossals when they spawn. But as I said, you know, they've got a lot of systems that they can spread out and use effectively. But for the alliance that I'm in, test, you know, we've got to stay clear of catch. We can't go anywhere near a jump range of catch, and so it does limit the number of systems that we have that we can, you know, safely as possible mine in, which is a bit unfortunate. But hey, that's just the way it is. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean for this video to just go rambling on. It's just, yeah, it's just, I know, I'm just a bit nervous about this change. I hope it all works out for the best. I hope that, you know, when I do have free time to go mining, that there are going to be, you know, colossal or, you know, or enormous asteroid belts around that I can go safely and mine in. But we'll just have to see how it plays out. If not, then yeah, it may be that I have to sell my Rorqual. I think that it's probably going to make the Orca a lot more viable in nullsec, to have little pockets of people that wouldn't say entirely safe systems, but as long as you've got your Orca lined out and ready to warp at the moment's notice, then I think it's going to be the next best viable thing for you know, corporations to make their ore from. because the Rorquals, yeah, and just the way that the asteroid boits respawn times, it's just going to make it that much difficult to actually use a Rorqual effectively. So yeah, maybe the Orca is the way to go. Maybe you're going to see a lot more Orcas in nullsec. But anyway, that's enough for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it went on far too long. I really didn't mean it to sound like a rant. But yeah, just thought you'd like to know about the new changes that CCP have for the Rorqual and the Ore clusters and the Excavator mining drones. It all looks to be a bit haphazard, and hopefully it's not going to majorly affect miners, and hopefully it's not going to crash the price for Rorquals, because everyone is going to start selling them. Hopefully that's not going to be the case, but we shall see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.